I turn on this live and we're outside, there is a lawnmower. So anyway, I think they might be fixing it. But let me know how you're doing this morning. Hi, guys. Say hi when you get on here. Okay, so today, what I wanted to talk about, or just kind of like have a conversation about, is spirit guides and connecting with our higher self. Like, who is our higher self? You know, how do we tap into her? Especially when things have been, you know, a lot of things have been happening in your life. Like, if you have, what I've noticed is like with the chakras, and this was a conversation that Sabrina and I had a couple days ago about how, like, her comment was, since working with her chakras, like, she, you know, she'd been feeling a type of way, and then she started working with her chakras. I'm not completely sure if it was just through the Soul Relaunch, or if it was, I think it's through other places as well. I think she just started like feeling pulled to it. And once she started working with her chakras, things started to change. And it's a gradual, subtle change. And so for me, the way that access, or like the flow, or the way that I get into my higher self is through my chakras. That is how I've learned to do it. And I've heard other people doing it differently. Like, and of course, other leaders, other spiritual mentors that I have, they all do it differently. But for me, what resonates with me is going through my chakras to do anything in my life. Like, anything. Manifesting, setting goals, planning, finding myself, you know, discovering new parts of me. Like, there's so many different things because they're compartmentalized. And so what I was saying in the beginning was that when we're moving, or we've changed location, Sabrina, or like we're in a new location, Darla, you know, even with Darla, like just Darla wanting to find her place in this community, which she's already found her place everywhere she goes. she fits in everywhere she goes. She doesn't realize it, but she does. At least I believe she does. But anyway, when we have anything disrupting our life, our new job, then it is, if you can't come back to a place of wholeness, or you don't have a path to follow back to a place, then we feel lost. And I'm just kind of explaining to you guys what the chakras have done for me. And then as I started to communicate with my higher self, which then led me into my spirit guides, you know, connecting with spirit guides and spirit animals and guardian angels and ascended masters and archangels. We're going to talk about archangels and a little bit about guardian angels today. Also, I'm going to pull a couple cards. If you guys want me to, I will. I think I have a couple decks here. I have Earth and I have the energy deck. So if you guys want energy cards, we can do that. But anyway, so let me know, where are you at with your spirit guides? Like, who are your do you know your spirit guides? Do you work with them? Do you feel the presence of a spirit guide? And even trees can be your spirit guides. Fairies. I mean, there are so many different, you know, anything that has life force energy running through it, or has, okay? Like, that is how I see it. And like with the fairies, like, I'm really connected with fairies. You guys know this, or at least most of you do. Here, I'll show you, like, anywhere I see a fairy, and I'll pull the energy cards. Anytime, like at the dollar store, I will grab a fairy. Like, I love fairies. Also, mermaids are another one that I really love. Darla, I know that mermaids are your thing as well. Like, or I know that, like, the feminine, you know, all of the feminine, divine feminine stuff. Sabrina, Archangel Michael, yes, he is always a big one, right, in all of our lives. And I'm going to kind of go through, like, what is really interesting. Like, the more that I have studied this and have learned through this, and I have a coach myself, who I'm working with again, Natalie Schlup, and she is the first one I ever worked with, and I continue to go back to her, but she teaches about intuition and spirit. And she has like this whole entire course that's absolutely amazing. Like, it's been on my phone for 2 years and I always return back to it. But what she did is she laid out all the archangels. Okay. They all have different things. And what we also, and there's also angels for like, addiction, angels for, grief, and angels for like, there's angels for every type of emotion or thing. Like, there's angels that have different jobs, and so that with the archangels, we're going to go through them because I learned some really cool stuff last night through this new book about the archangels, specifically, Archangel, which one was it? Hold on, I wrote these down. It was Archangel, what was his name? Archangel Azaniel, or Oz, I can't even say the name that well. Azrael and Zadkiel. I can't say the name. Azrael. That one right there, we're going to talk about big time. But I'm going to go through those here in a minute. I'm going to pull some cards. I'll do this first because I know everybody. So if you want a card, I'm going to pull a card for each of you real quick. My willow trees are my happy place. Yes. Oh my gosh. And feel really close to, yes, connected to them immediately, because that's how it was like a year ago, right, Megan? That's so crazy that is your spirit guide. Honestly, that tree can be your spirit guide. The one thing that helped me to tap more into doing, like, to feeling connected was dropping my expectations of what it was supposed to look like. Like, there is no specific way that it's supposed to look like. It could be just past loved ones that have passed on that are still needing healing. Like my dad and Daniel are big presences in my life. Because they are still needing healing. My dad died not really knowing what unconditional love truly was. And so as I'm working with my intuitive mentor, I'm not working with the one I was working before. I will again. I'm going to be returning back to her. But she taught me, or held space for me to be able to connect with my dad and with Daniel and with some other passed on spirits that I've always held very close to me. So now I help them as I heal. And I want you guys to remember this. As I heal, or as you heal, you are helping your passed on, like, loved ones heal as well. Your ancestors, those are spirit guides. So, and then Ascended Masters. I want to talk about Ascended Masters a little bit as well, because they are, like, really big in my life. They have been for, like, the last year. I've talked about the Sophia Code many times, and I'll share the link to get to the Sophia Code so you guys can order your own. I absolutely 100% recommend, if you are feeling called to the divine feminine, to that work, like, something always pulls you to, like, the goddesses, and especially with the Roe versus Wade thing, our rights are kind of being violated. Like, it's time to jump on the divine feminine train, and that is through the Sophia Code. Sophia is the female Christ consciousness, all right? So, like, a female God. And Sophia is who I work with a lot. Jesus is another one I work with a lot because he's like a mentor as an energy healer for me. And Mary Magdalene is another one. I love Mary Magdalene. Kuan Yin, I've talked about her for a long time. And so just slowly, all these goddesses and, these parts of the divine feminine come into your life, and they just flow in, and you're like, what the hell is this about? And so going to the Sophia Code, what that book is doing is training. There's mentors, Ascended Master mentors, which is Isis. Isis is the first one. Then we have Green Tara, we have Mary Magdalene, we have Mother Mary, which is a big presence in my life as well. Not right now, but she was when I was like, she comes in when I need extra, like, healing, okay? Like, held emotional healing is really what I connect Mother Mary with. But the Sophia code has codes. There's key codes. And so you go through and what they're doing, because they were ascended masters. Ascended masters lived on this earth, okay? They lived on this earth. They had a pulse. They were living. They have a story to tell. And while they were on earth, like what Jesus did, Jesus is vibration. His vibration frequencies was so high that he was like in the 5D, 60, whatever, probably higher than that, but it was so high that everyone around him thought it was magic, right? Or that he was, the Son of God, which absolutely, we're all the children of God. We all are daughters of God. We all are connected. We all are, but that he was an ascended master, meaning that he reached that certain level of ascension while on earth. And so what he was doing was ascending, and we actually have, like, if you guys have ever heard of old souls and new souls, or like old light workers, new light workers. So I study a lot of light worker stuff. That thing resonated. That term felt like home to me. Who else? Have you ever heard of a term and it felt like home to you? Let me know in the comments. Like, have you ever heard, when you heard the term starseed, did you hear the term light worker? Like, was there something within you that was like, oh my gosh, that's what I am. That's who I am. Like, let me know. Or maybe it wasn't those terms, but let me know what it was. Something that ignited something in you ignited curiosity, something that ignited fascination. Let me know in the comments, okay? Because that's our intuition, that's our spirit guides, that is whatever pointing us to the direction we're supposed to be into alignment, okay? So let me know what words resonate with you. Is that? Hi, Lindsay. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards. Let me know if you want a card. I'm going to pull a card real quick, and then we're going to talk about the archangels. And if you guys want to know anything else, I hope my cats didn't totally take off, but if you want to know anything else, if you have any other questions about spirit guides or about your higher self, if you're still confused about it, like, that is what this place is for. That's what the Soul Relaunch is for, is to educate, but also to, share our experiences, but these new experiences, because you've been asleep, right? Like, this space, I created it for the woman who is going through something that is different than she's ever went through before, doesn't know what to call it, but now she's feeling different. She's questioning her beliefs, and her family they misunderstand her. Like, this is the woman that I created this group for, was the woman who just doesn't really know what the fuck is going on in her life. Because she has awoken and she doesn't even realize it. And I want you guys to understand that, like, I did not know what happened for me or to me at the time, for me later. I didn't. It was scary. And so it can be scary to be going through this. I want to remind you guys of that. And it is not all sunflower or, flowers and rainbows and all this. Fuck no, it's not. It is the hardest work you're ever going to do in your life, because I'll tell you what, when you start to step into your authenticity, step into a higher vibration, because like you're calibrating your vibration to operate at a higher level than it ever has before. People will think you're magic. The people eventually will think you're magic, and then you're not human anymore. And you can't make not mistakes, but you have to do everything perfectly. All right. People will forget that. And I want you to know it doesn't matter at all what other people think. Okay. It only matters how you feel, and that you are on this path of discovering what the hell is going on in your life. And that's who I want to hold space for, because it is something unlike, I don't think anyone can understand it unless they've experienced it, okay? And so, Tammy, yes. Oh, yes. Tammy. Gosh, we've got to talk. We are both just so busy. Tammy is, another one. I just totally cannot wait to tell her story. I am actually booking co-hosting lives right now. I already have 2 of them that I have booked for the end of July and one in August. I'm super excited for these women to share their stories with you. Tammy, you could be my co-hosting live at the end of August. I'd like to do 2 every month is what I would like to do. And the point of those co-hosts, of those lives, of those storytelling lives is to showcase a woman, a mom, okay? A mom or care, if you're a woman that doesn't have a child yet, you have went through an awakening, you're a mom in some way, okay? You are a nurturer. Trust me, you are. But just to hear your story of awakening and how it was ignited and what, all of the whole story, your story that you're going to probably write a freaking book about one day. Okay. Well, here we go. So who was it first? I'll do the cards and then we'll do the, all right. Who said I wanted? Sabrina, you said first, didn't you? Feeling great, determined to have a great day with family. Yes. Yes. And I cannot wait to come and see you, Sabrina. I'm so excited. All right. Sabrina, here we go. So tapping in. So here, you guys, I'll just let you guys know what my process is when I do this. Here we go. This is about tapping into your higher self. So what I do is I close my eyes. I take a deep breath. And before I came on, I went through all my chakras and I let go of fear and I let go of shame and I let go of doubt. I let go of any like resentment or any regret I was holding on to. I let go of any stories or illusions or lies that I was telling myself or anyone else in this moment, right? And I got present, and then I let go of the illusions here, and then letting go of the separateness. And then what that does is you feel lighter, and then that is how the path to your higher self. And so before I came on, that's what I did to now I'm connected with my higher self as I'm talking to you guys, and I'm channeling information. So this is what it looks like to channel information, because sometimes I say things on here that I have no idea where it came from or how I know this stuff. You guys, have you ever had it? You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure a lot of you know that when you get into, I can't explain it really. Here we go. I'll explain it more in a minute, but let's do this. Oh, wow, Sabrina, look what you got. Look what your spirit guides are like on it for sure today. So walking away. Now, I don't feel like this is like, see ya, sayonara, I'm staying in Indiana, I'm not going back to Florida. But this means you are literally like everything. If I hadn't talked to you as much as I have recently, I definitely would be like, okay, what are you walking away from? Or no, you are literally walking away from these old identities or these pieces of your old identity. Like you're literally walking away from it. Like you came here from Florida and you are on a discovery, like you're on this journey. And so really what I want to say to you right now is not so much of it, don't think of it as walking away like this card suggests, because this is what you're doing. You are walking away from what is no longer serving you. Absolutely 100%. But not to think of it as walking away, but more of walking into or stepping into this new part of you or this new identity, not new identity. I don't like to say new identity. These more aligned version of you, right? Or these better feeling things, better feeling thoughts, walking away from limiting beliefs, walking away from limiting thoughts, changing the thought, right? So it can be physically, it can be mentally, it can be, emotionally. You guys know that you have old emotions, or you have conditioned responses to old situations of your life. So for example, if you got divorced 10 years ago and you're still mad at that guy or your ex-husband, or you still carry animosity, that is that is not serving you. So that's an example of when you have held on to this grudge, or, you have this emotional reaction to things that you used to have. Because, and you guys, we're programmed this way. Sometimes we get mad at things just because we've always gotten mad at them. And so if we're not mad about these things anymore, then who are we? We are so tied to our identity. And this is what I see in coaching, you guys, so much, like with myself being coached and with other people, is like we try to hold on to who we are because it's scary to think that, oh my gosh, I'm not who I was, and who am I? It's scary. So what we were talking about in the beginning. So anyway, just knowing that old parts of you are shedding off, like, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, Megan. Darla, you're next, right? Darla. Okay, here we go. Let's go do this. Then we can do the meditation, because I got to go move everything and get those fucking strips off of the fucking floor. Ooh, Darla. Ooh, I've never got this card before, I don't think. 4th chakra, the Archangel Raphael. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about him since we're here now. So this is the heart chakra, you guys. It's all about unconditional love for ourselves, being able to forgive ourselves, having compassion for people, for ourselves first, for ourselves. And I really sound selfish, but we need to be selfish. And as my clients that are on here or that have worked with me before know that this is my focus of, like, you have to do this for you, like, cut off from doing this shit for everyone else, and you have to do it for you. Over and over and over until you're like, ooh, I love doing this shit for me. And then now I can do it for other people. But let's talk about Raphael, Darla. So this is the energy you're creating right now. This is what these cards are for. Or, like, this is the energy that you're vibrating at right now. So this is love. This is a great, or it could be, if this was upside down, like, this is the way I read these cards. If this was upside down, then it would be telling me or telling you, like, what is it you're holding on to? What's a grudge? What's a resentment? But I really feel like Darla has, like, I feel like you don't have a lot of grudges. You don't have a lot of resentment. You've really worked through all those things. I mean, you're pretty good at, like, letting shit go. And that's really what's coming through, is, like, of letting things go. If there's anything that you're holding on to, I keep saying that, as far as, like, holding on to things. So there must be something going on with that, with not just you, Darla, but me too. Okay, so with this, it's about love, compassion, self-acceptance. And so Raphael extends a beautiful green energy by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. Green and pink, you guys, that's what we do. That's what we visualize. So this card indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others. Ooh, I like this. As well as from yourself. So it could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. Our conversation the other day, Darla, like last Friday, or like, yeah, that's so crazy. Okay, the tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. You guys, I was just thinking about this earlier. Like, if we ask ourselves, what is it I want to hear? I thought about this because I was thinking about what I wish David would say to me, like what he would talk about me to other people, like, because he has someone helping him down there, and I can just hear him saying, Nikki didn't even get these strips off the floor. And so I was like, I hope he's saying Nikki's really helped me a lot with this. Anyway, you desire so whatever you want to hear from others, like, let's say it to ourselves. That's what that's saying. All right, know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. Okay? So as you love yourself stronger and more deeply, that's what you're going to get. But I want to talk about Raphael real quick, about if you guys have, I know Archangel Michael, you guys are familiar with him. Who else are you, like, give me in the chat. Are you familiar with the angels? Are you not? What are you familiar with? Are you completely new with all of this? Like, what is it? Where are you at? I want to know where you guys are at, so then I know where the meditation's going to go. Let me see what all you guys have said. Oh, good morning. I'll take about, oh, hi, Lindsay. Yes. Okay. Tammy, I love you too. You're amazing. I need a card too. Okay. So yeah, let me know where you guys are at. I really, really want to know, because this is what I want. I'm going to tell you guys what I want for the Soul Relaunch and for myself. I'm going to say it right now before I go into another card. And what I have discovered through the last, canceling the workshop last weekend and just not, number one, I'm not lit up by events. But if I don't have the energy to take care of you guys, my clients and my group and the women who show up for themselves every fucking week, or the women who are in my inbox like, hey, this is going on. Can I just share my thoughts? What do you think? Or could you, let me coach you through that. I light up when you guys do that. If I don't have the energy to take care of you guys, I won't do anything else. I can't. This is my main priority. You guys are my main priority. The women who have invested in their growth, in their healing. The women who invested not just money, but time, love, energy, all of that. You guys, that is badass. This isn't happening everywhere. So unless I have the energy and the room to love you guys or to hold space for you, as a guide, I can't do events. So, and I also, Sabrina flew up here from Florida for my event. She flew up here from Florida, you guys. So that day, I made sure that I talked to the women who were going to be there. I want to be there for the women who are actually wanting, I'll be there for everybody. But the women who are hey, let's do this. And they know I'm here. So anyway, that's where my priorities are. And that's where they got to be, right? Because I got to take care of who comes to me first before I can bring in more people, right? I can hold space. But so anyway, okay. I know of the angels, but not a lot. Who was that? Hold on. Let's see. I know of the angels, but not a lot. Okay. So let's real quick. We'll do this. And then we got to, because I have to be off here by 12. I have to be. I want to go through the archangels really quick. Seriously, 2 minutes. This is how fast we're going to go through this. Because, oh my gosh, Darla, I just saw Derva in here. Hold on, where'd it go? I will go back to it later. But I want to talk about the archangels. Okay, here we go. So, Archangel Michael is the one that defends and protects. When we do cord cutting, sometimes we call in. Lindsay, I'm going to get to your card, I swear. Who else? And Tammy, you have a card. Go through this. Okay, so he's the one that defends and protects. He's the head of all archangels and has a powerful presence. And first, let me tell you what the archangels, who they are. They are the highest ranked angels and are seen as powerful leaders. So being an empath, all of us probably, if you feel, you feel. Being an empath makes you susceptible to sensing when an archangel is in your presence. So think back to the first story of spiritual encounters with the Reiki practitioner, okay? Or when you've done an energy healing. They are usually empaths, and she claims to have seen Archangel Michael. So there are, this was a story in here. There are various types of archangels, each having their own field of expertise. This is nothing. Okay, so own field of expertise. And so they work together in harmony to ensure everything goes according to God's plan on earth. That is what they're for. So you may call upon their help, as they do not get tired and they have the ability to be in many places at once. Okay, so we have Archangel Michael, who defends and protects. And so you would call on him when you need strength, courage, and protection. So with cord cutting, creating, protection. Number 2, Raphael, Archangel Raphael, who Darla just got right here with the heart chakra. He is the one who heals physical ailments. And so he is in charge of healing all living organisms, not only physically, but on all levels where healing is needed. So emotionally, physically, energetically, mentally. So when you want to request his help, it is when you or a loved one are in need of healing where the body is concerned. Okay? He can come in human form as an angel wearing all white with wings while holding his hands out towards you as if he is offering help to heal. Okay. The next one, Archangel Azrael. I love this one. I love this archangel. This is the one I feel like he's here, or I feel like I've worked with him, but he is known as the one who transforms mental and emotional anxiety. Oh, you guys, like, I love this guy. Azrael's field of expertise is healing psychological damage that affects our emotional and mental well-being. Okay. And so, so for example, this angel assists and services those who experience depression, anxiety, PTSD, drug and alcohol addiction, and so forth. And so I know I've worked with him many, many times. I'm sure he's been here many, many times, but he also helps deceased souls. Where did it go? Oh, transition to heaven. Okay. So when you feel like you're like in a mess, all right, you're about to mess up your sobriety or experiencing a stressful and overwhelming situation, or you're grieving the loss of a loved one, you can call on him and he brings in the calm feeling. Okay. Next one is Archangel Uriel, best known as the one who teaches you that solitude is not loneliness. Oh man, Sabrina, like you just came to my mind. And Tammy, Lindsay, oh, big time, because I know, like, oh man, you know what just came in? Like, when we can be alone by ourselves and we love it, when we go from hating to be by ourselves and our thoughts and like, I have to be doing something. I have to go to a friend's house. I have to go party. I got to go drink. I got to go do something. When you are able to sit in silence, it's fucking like life-changing. Like, that is it. That is one of the signs that you know that something is shifting within you and that you have forgiven yourself. You're going to keep forgiving yourself. You're going to keep fucking up sometimes. But I mean, you've gotten to that point where you can hold compassion for yourself. I love it. And so Archangel Uriel, his main task is to assist you on days where loneliness becomes too much for you. And so I don't really feel like a lot of us here are that lonely. If you're lonely, let me know, but you can call in Archangel Uriel. It teaches you how to be comfortable with your solitude and to enjoy your own being without the influence of others. And then we have Archangel Chamuel. This angel has the responsibility to teach humans what unconditional love is. And as I was talking about my dad had no idea what love really was when he left. And that's not a judgment. My dad really didn't. And this is a conversation we've had in spirit form, okay? I have many conversations with my dad. I have many conversations with Daniel. If you guys find yourself talking to yourself, I've always talked to myself. Izzy talks to herself. If you talk to yourself as if it's a normal thing, you're not, you're talking to yourself, but you are talking to a spirit. Like, for me, that is a sign of like somebody being tapped into the spiritual realm, is being able, and not like the mentally crazy, like, or whatever. Maybe I am crazy because I talk to myself, but shoot, Izzy will have whole conversations with herself. You helped me learn that. I love being alone, just me and my thoughts. Yes. Right? That's amazing. Like, someone else could read that and be like, oh my God, like, how did she get there? And Tammy, we've had this conversation about you're going to turn around and teach other people how to do it, which you're doing it wherever you work at, by the way, or whatever you do in your life, wherever you're at, you guys. Like, yeah, I canceled the workshop, but that day where I was at instead was where I needed to be. And I'm like, I'm so happy I'm here. And I was helping David paint. And if I hadn't been there, then we wouldn't or I was helping him with the house, and it was just him and I. We had no kids, and we had the music on. It was like the best, like, meditation ever. And I just felt good. I don't know. I can't explain it. But anyway, just remember that no matter where you're at, you are helping someone just by being who you are. Okay, so you request help from Chamuel when you experience relationship problems, okay, or self-love issues. The next one is Haniel. The main focus for him is healing families and relationships. So like with my son, I called upon him when you need assistance with mending broken bonds. With our children, that's what I like to bring him in. Romantic partners and friends. The next one is Gabriel. I love Gabriel. He is the angel that whispers messages that inspire us to create and enhance our creative flow. I work with Gabriel a lot because I'm a creative. I'm a Veda. I have a lot of Veda energy, which is airy and creative and intellectual and all that stuff. Like in the Ayurvedic, the Purpose Quest workshop we're going to do, you guys are going to figure out what your strong Vedic personality type is. Okay, so Gabriel is also the angel that encourages us to, as humans, to believe in ourselves and our dreams. So if you're having a hard time believing in yourself, first of all, like it's great when other people believe in us. That's great, right? Like I hold a level of belief and capability for you until you have it yourself. Tammy, your story comes to mind when I talk about this, because I remember we went to that Mexican restaurant and you were working at Amazon and we all were eating, you, Lance, David, and I, and you told me about this job that you were doing, or maybe you got fired, I can't remember. And then you told me how much it paid you. And I was like, no, like you are so capable of making so much more money, and you have such a light, like do you remember that conversation, Tammy? I remember telling you all of that and I don't know where it came from. It just started to like flow out of me. I really truly believe that Archangel Gabriel, he works through us. Like that's like when you find yourself saying things that you're like, where did that come from? Why do I believe in this person so much? It is typically an archangel, right? And so, but that is what I always, that is a story. So eventually, like in my signature, like coaching program that I'm doing, we're creating stories. Like that's what the whole, like we have to have pillar stories of our life, of our life that have defined who we are now, and also stories to tell, right? People learn and listen through storytelling. Okay. So then the last one, we'll stop here. Actually, Ariel, she's of Mother Earth. She is the archangel of Mother Earth. She has the task for nature, possessing healing power. She restores and energizes and makes sure the cycles of life occur as it should, such as life and death. All right. These angels assist us with new beginnings and finding balances. Okay. Then we have Archangel Metatron. I really like him. This angel is best known for its task to initiate or to instigate change and transformation. I love Metatron. A specialty of Archangel Metatron is dealing with miracles. Request help from this archangel when you need to clear your mind, remove thoughts that don't serve you, and refocus your attention and bring positivity into your life. I want to say here and pause. Do you see how transformation occurs in our mind? It occurs in our mind. Like this is where it starts. And it is by clearing our mind, which we're about to do, right? Clearing it, getting quiet, getting present, removing the thoughts that don't serve you, right? Removing the limiting thoughts, but not even removing them, but just becoming aware of them. Like that's where that's where I've been meeting people at, is like, just become aware of what you're saying to yourself. That's not good. Okay. And then the last, so Archangel Zadkiel, which is another one I put on my paper. So this angel, I think it's Zadkiel, Zadkiel, responsible for guiding humanity and helping them find their purpose in life, as well as assist them with sexuality. I love this archangel. So we request assistance from him when we feel lost on our journey, if we need direction or looking for a career that is aligned with your purpose. And so it also specializes in helping with issues surrounding sexuality, abuse, and forgiveness. And then the last one is Jeremiah. There, he is the angel that delivers mercy and grace. The justice system is what he's associated with. And then there's also Archangel Jophiel, known as the one who brings immense joy. When you are feeling down and spiraling into a negative rut, call upon Jophiel. Okay, there are a couple more, but I'm going to stop there because I want to get going with this. But let's see. I have problems with myself all the time. Megan, I also heard that's a trauma response. I saw this on TikTok the other day about when we talk to ourselves, it's a trauma response because and I don't believe this. I saw it on TikTok. This lady said her therapist told her this, and maybe that is true for some people, but I've always talked to myself, and I've never experienced like deep, like big T trauma. I really haven't. I haven't. None I can remember right now anyway, or in my hypnosis sessions with my coach, that hasn't come up. But I mean, I don't believe that. So I believe and what this therapist said was like, when you talk to yourself a lot, it's because you don't trust anyone else. You're talking to the person you trust the most. Well, yeah, of course. Like, of course, if we don't trust ourselves, we can't trust anyone else. Like, so it was just kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I went ahead and swiped up over that TikTok because I really was like, that is so incorrect to me. Maybe not to that girl. Maybe not to that therapist who told her that. But I believe if you talk to yourself, you are speaking to something bigger than yourself. Higher, spirits, your archangels, whoever. All right, Lindsay, I'm going to pull for you, I promise. Sorry, wait a minute. Megan. Sabrina? I already did Sabrina. Okay, Megan. Here we go, Megan. For Megan. You got the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Oh, man. So what was Chamuel? Let's see. So the third is solar plexus. So movement. That's what's going with that. This one is responsibility to teach humans what unconditional love is, Megan. Okay. It says, call on him. It says, Archangel act from a place of love and care. You know what's coming to me right now, Megan? Is when you make a decision or when you're speaking or when you're thinking about something, I want you to drop into your solar plexus. And I want you to ask yourself, am I coming from love or am I coming from fear? This is one of the most life-changing practices. I don't know, that just came up for me when I was reading this. And so it says also when you experience relationship problems or self-love issues of not knowing your worth or not feeling good enough, he can appear. So basically just calling on him for love. And so that's kind of funny that he's with the solar plexus, but this is about confidence and your identity, your ego, all lays here with motivation and action, taking action on things. But yeah, so, all right, next one. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to hurry so I can get going with this meditation because I really want to do it. And then Tammy, right? Your card, you have a card now, right? Or was it Lindsay? Sorry. Yes. Oh my God, yes, I love you. Yes, please. Okay, here we go, Tammy. Ooh, blossoming abundance for you, Tammy, blossoming abundance. And so just by following your journey or following you lately about you moved to North Carolina, like you're literally, and you've talked about that for years. And so you are literally blossoming with abundance and you start a cleaning business, right? Like this is it. You're literally creating this with your energy. And so I can send you the book thing if you want. So it kind of gives you an affirmation to say every day. All of you could use that. I love all these. So I'm keeping these cards so I can do that for you when I'm done here. Okay. All right. Next one. I'm sorry, guys. I got to hurry. Okay. Lindsay. This is just sticking out here. I'll just get this one. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have hostilities. So I don't know if you're creating anything, not creating, but if you're feeling hostile about anything, or if maybe you're letting go of those hostilities. I know that's what you were doing, but I think really what this is saying too is like, and this is for all of us, is like make sure that when things happen, is it coming from a place of fear or love? Oh my God, coming back to that of like, what are you feeling? What are you not trusting? Trust comes in too, like a lack of trust or maybe betrayal, which I know that's something that we've been working on, or betrayal is something we always are. And oh my God, this goes to what I originally was going to do here in this Dharma circle, really is what I'm starting to call them, of like our purpose circle, is if you don't trust people, if you don't carry a compassion or an unconditional love for others, or you just feel like you can't trust them because of betrayals that have happened, or, just all of the things that have happened in our life, it's going to be really hard, not hard, but it's really just an indication that we're not ready to really to step into. We're not ready to put ourselves out there in our purpose. Because if we can't hold trust. And I also feel like it's because it's things that I know you're dipping into your intuition, or you're connecting deeper with your intuition. And so it's really just like, I want to read this really quick for you, just to let you know, because I have never got this card before, ever. So that's kind of interesting. It's a new card. Okay, so defenses up, aggressive energy. So it shows a man raising his sword. So I guess let's look at the picture. He's raising his sword. When it comes up, it reveals a situation where hostilities toward you are about to be or have already been engaged. So maybe somebody else, somebody else is getting angry because of this new woman you're stepping into, you know? I'm sure that's happening. So this aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, moreover. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time. But whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonor, treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky. You may need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always, which I know you've always been really good at sticking up for yourself. So I hope that resonated at some point, but I want you guys to remember that as you are like transforming and ascending and awakening, your light is going to piss people off. It just is. So I really think that that's what's happening here. Let me know. Let me know what you think about that. Oh, here's the affirmation. I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. All right, Lindsay, that was for you. Okay. Let's see. Kay, you want a card? Okay, let's do. Kay is the last one, then we will get to the meditation, I promise. Great. I don't even know if Lindsay's still on here. Lindsay, let me know if you're still on here. If not, I'll send this to you. You might have gotten off. Okay. Kay, action. Action. So really, right here, you see the white horse going, and the black horse going that way. They're in an open field. I know that you were talking about starting a business, so I don't know if you've taken action with that, but right now, your energy is saying it's time to take action. So if you've been sitting on something for a while, or if you have been thinking about taking action, but then you were like, no, I need it to be more perfect. Or no, the excuses come up. That's okay. Like, listen to those excuses. But as we are about to do, we're going to drop out of our ego. Okay. I got to do it now because I got to go. What time is it? 11:54. Oh my God, you guys. I feel like this is a connected energy reading. Every card hits home with me. Girl, these cards are just like on it. I love these cards. By the way, Kay, you asked about them at one point. Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. I'll post these in the group, but these are my favorite cards in the world. So action, Kay. What is it? What do we got to do? I just hired a business coach. I need accountability. Yay! I'm so happy you did that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it when I love it so much. Okay, I want you to share that with me at some point. I want to hear about how that's going. Okay, so you guys ready now? Let's get going here with this, because now I'm gonna have to really make this short. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to make this short, but I don't want to make it short. So let's just see what happens. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath for me. Alexa, play meditation music.
The playlist Peaceful Meditation on Amazon Music.
And so go ahead and just close your eyes, you guys. I'm going to make this about 15 minutes is what we're going to do. We're going to really, really try. So just take a deep breath in. And we're going to drop. I want to show you guys with the intention of this. Oh, my cats are throwing everything down. With the intention of this, any action in other areas of my life too. Yes. So that's going to flow into other areas, Kay. I promise. It's what always happens with me, is things start to flow into other areas. Just go ahead and close your eyes. The intention with this is we're going to connect with our higher self, and then we're going to ask our spirit guides, or I want you to really tap into like what comes up for you. You can follow the sound of my voice. I'm going to relax you, because this is how it starts, you guys. Relaxation is one of my first pillars of purpose, because we have to relax. And so relaxing allows you to put your ego in the back seat. So let's just follow my voice or focus on your breath. And anytime a thought comes up, I want you to just come back to my voice. Come back to your breath. Or if you have a crystal, but having one place of focus, because those thoughts are going to come up. They're going to come up, but I want you to just come back. And so just go ahead and take another deep breath for me, and just to your own level of comfort. I want you to take a deep breath and open up your lungs, open up your chest. Do it again. Another deep breath in as your belly goes out. And then it goes down like a balloon. Just bring your mind to you just taking the in breath. Like focus on the breath coming in your mouth or in your nose, down into your belly. And then exhaling as it comes up your esophagus and out. And just following that in breath and following that out breath. And so all that is happening right now is that your mind is just watching you breathe in and breathe out. And so it's almost like that you're breathing in comfort and peace and relaxation. And you're just exhaling that any tension. And so starting at the top of your head, we'll do a quick body scan. I want you to go into the places that are tense. I want you to start at the top of your head, seeing that we can even pour light. If we'd like to pour light in the top, in our crown chakra, we'll relax this way of pouring light into your crown chakra, visualizing that as it goes down through your third eye and your forehead, relaxing your forehead muscles, all of those little tiny muscles, any tension in your forehead, anything that really isn't needed in your mind right now. You can just allow it to escape as that white light goes down now into your eyes, and continuing to just let that breathing become nice and relaxed now. So that each breath now continues in its normal relaxed way. You guys can just breathe in and out normally, but make sure that you don't stop breathing, because that's when energy, that allows energy to keep moving, is our breath. And so that each breath now continues in its normal way. So as that sits in the background, we can just invite that busy, conscious mind, where that light is at right now behind your eyes, to take a back seat. Your conscious mind to take a back seat for just a little while here, and also sit in the background. And as this happens, as your conscious mind sits in the background, that now allows for the real, authentic inner you to step forward and take this journey today. And so seeing that light clearing out your eyes, your spiritual eyesight, your spiritual hearing, going down your face, relaxing your cheek muscles. And I want you to see that light now going down into your throat, clearing out any of that communication or any negative talk or gossip or judgment, and just clearing all of that. And as you go down to your shoulders, I want you to relax your shoulders. And take a deep breath again if you need to. Whenever you feel you need to take a deep breath, just take a deep breath. That allows more of that negativity to release, and it also allows more room in your body for expansion. So letting go of those expectations of what this is supposed to look like, what you're supposed to be doing, what meditation looks like, what anything looks like. Just experiencing this and to be in this moment. So as this light goes down your arms, every breath that you're taking is now taking you into just a nice deep level of relaxation as I continue to relax your body. Going down your arms, going down your chest, down your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your belly, your muscles, just seeing that light going into every cell of your being, every muscle, the skin, the blood, everything is emanating with this light as you relax deeper and deeper. And any sounds that you're hearing, my voice, the music, any sounds inside or outside, are going to take you even deeper, and setting that intention that you're going to allow the noises that you hear just to be a part of this experience. Any irritations that come up in that conscious mind, if it tries to come back up to give you, are just going to take you to even deeper level of relaxation, of knowing that even when those thoughts come up, that's part of this experience, and you are actually not your thoughts. And I want you to go ahead. We're going to focus now going down your thighs, relaxing, finishing this white light healing relaxation that's going over your body. As it goes down your thighs, you relax your thighs, your knees, your calves, going down to your feet. And now I want you to imagine these tree roots coming out. I want you to go ahead and ground. And we're going to I want to go back up to the top of your head for a minute, because I want you to go back as you've relaxed. Now we're going to go back up to the top of your head, where that crown. And I want you to focus on the top of your head for me. And as you focus on the top of your head, I want you to begin to imagine and sense and feel and trust that there's going to be a nice deep wave of relaxation, another wave of relaxation that's going to begin to just work through your body even deeper, and your mind. And you can imagine this deep wave of relaxation as your favorite healing color. So what color comes up for you right now when I say that? Your favorite healing color. It could be yellow, it could be green, it could be blue. Whatever color comes to your mind, I want you to hold on to that. And so you can watch this happening, or you can just sense, feel, or trust that this does happen. However it works for you is absolutely fine. And so focusing now back on the top of your head as a nice deep wave of relaxation begins to come in through the top of your head, moving down through the forehead with this color that you see. Feel it moving behind the eyes again, through the eyes and behind the eyelids. Feel it moving down into the thousands of tiny muscles in the cheeks, face and jaw, and feel it just gently moving over the throat and towards the back of your neck. This wave continues as it moves down towards the very base of your spine, where your root chakra is. Relaxing that out. Your next breath, I want you to see the red ball of light at your spine. Just seeing that ball of light at your spine, and as you breathe in, it gets brighter, and as you exhale, and I want you to let go of the fear, of whatever fear that you have, where you're coming from fear instead of love. Where are you coming from fear? Where are you responding from fear? What are you afraid of if it's something not happening or you're not trusting? Just letting that go and replacing that with unbreakable trust and surrender. And seeing that red ball of light begin to spin and spin. And relaxing even deeper and deeper as this light now goes into the cell and fiber around that root chakra. So in the lower back, you just see all of this tension begin to fade away. All around that root chakra that's connected. Now you're grounded. Releasing all of that negative energy in that chakra, but really tapping into it. And then moving up to the solar plexus. And just feeling that wave of relaxation coming up, to the sacral. Seeing that orange ball of light, letting go of the shame and the guilt of anything that you're feeling right now. And the more that you let go, the higher you're going to rise. The higher your vibration can go, and the more you can connect with your higher self and your spirit guides as we get up there. And so letting go of any guilt, anything that you feel bad for, anything you feel bad that you didn't do something right, or maybe you let someone down, or whatever it is. Repeating to yourself, I was doing the best that I could in the moment with the resources I had. Knowing that you're doing the best that you can. So as you breathe in, seeing that orange ball of light getting brighter. And as you exhale, all that stale stuck energy from the sacral. Moving up to the solar plexus, seeing that yellow ball of light above your belly button. Just seeing that, that ball of light, letting go of self-doubt, letting go of any rejection, any criticism that you have received lately, knowing that that is in your ego. So when you take things personally, when you get mad because someone doesn't do what you want them to, know that that's your ego. And just as we place our conscious mind on the back burner, in the back seat, we're placing our ego in the back seat. Just for now, it does have a purpose in your life. It does want to keep you safe, but for now, we're putting it up. And so just seeing that ego, you can even see placing it in the back seat of a car, or however it looks for you. Like a child, of just strapping your ego in and keeping it there so you can move forward in this journey. And now replacing all of that energy, all of that doubt and that negative energy, I want you to replace that with the confidence that you're able to do whatever you put your mind to. I want you to replace it with the willpower and the trust in yourself that you're able to do these things. And then also taking action, knowing that you can actually take action on all the things that you thought of in your sacral. Your spirit guides are there to help you manifest. And so we'll start to kind of call them in here in the solar plexus, because they are here to help us manifest. I want you to ask, like, who are my spirit guides as we're in this solar plexus? Who are my spirit guides if you don't know who they are? What comes up for you right away? I want you to just hold on to that first thing that comes up for you. Is it a goddess? Or is it a loved one that's passed on? Is it an archangel? Michael, Samuel, Raphael? Is it a fairy? Is it a tree? A type of tree? Or is it just your higher self? For this moment and in this moment, it's okay if it's just your higher self. You don't have to have elaborate spirit guides right now. They're there waiting for you to discover them, but just when you're ready to discover them. So moving up into your heart space, I want you to see that green ball of light at your heart. And your spirit guide is there with you to help you rid any excess negative energy that's flowing in the heart chakra of regret or grudges and resentment, anger, frustration. And you're going to transform the energy in that chakra simply by shifting what you're thinking about. I want you to think of what you're grateful for about yourself, what you're grateful for, what you're proud of yourself for doing today. And knowing that those grudges and resentment are only illusions. They're not real. They're from past experiences that are no longer in your reality. And so transforming that energy from negative into positive in your heart chakra. And then moving up to your throat. As you move up these, if you have other spirit guides come in, acknowledge them. And you can even say out loud right now, what is your name? We're going up to the throat chakra. And so knowing our truth and then also allowing our spirit guides to have their truth. What is your name? And that's how you speak with them. You out loud, you request. I would like to have a conversation with you. I would like to talk to you. I need your advice. I want to know your name. What's your name? And just talk to them as a friend. And this is the communication in the throat chakra. And so seeing that blue light in your mind's eye, light blue light at your throat chakra. And as you breathe in, it gets brighter. And as you exhale, all of the lies, all of the dishonesty, all of the times that you did not speak up because you didn't feel supported. And then calling in that higher level of self-expression now that you have the support of your spirit guide, of whatever they're there to support you in those times when you don't believe anyone has your back. And it could just be God, but you have a team, you have a spirit team, and they're all here with you now. And so just trusting that they have your back and building that communication through this throat chakra and transforming the energy in that throat chakra simply by shifting what you're thinking about and tuning into. Moving out to the third eye. This is where our intuition is. This is where the spirit guides can really come in and play. But if you're blocked by logic, if you're blocked by other people's opinions of your spiritual beliefs, or you're blocked by not believing in the intuitive hits that you get, your spirit guides are completely understanding and are just waiting for you to open that up. So seeing that indigo light in between your eyebrows getting brighter, and then as you exhale, they expand. And that blue, that indigo light, you're letting go of all of the negative opinions, all of the illusions, the overactive imagination, the suppressing of your magic, the depression that can happen from suppressing our mess, which is our magic, and where we're going to learn, and your spirit guides are here to support you. And can you see them? What do they look like? What do your spirit guides look like? Or is it you in your perfect expression? Whatever it is, just tuning into that. And then as we move up to the crown and opening up that crown chakra, letting go of the illusion of separateness, of you are not separate from anyone. not even the chair that you're sitting on. And your spirit guides are there to help you build up that connection with other people again, and to help you notice the limiting beliefs that are keeping you from moving forward, or keeping you in depression or anxiety, or keeping you from believing in yourself. And so right here, you're tapped into their energy even closely. You are at the highest level right here, your crown chakra. And so just sitting in this energy where you've let go of the fear and the shame and the guilt and the doubt and the hate and the anger and the lies and the illusions and the separateness and the depression, and you're embracing trust and the ability to feel. You're embracing pleasure and creativity, and you're embracing confidence and acceptance of yourself, and you're embracing love and forgiveness and compassion and appreciation and self-expression and truth, and knowing that your truth is your truth, and your spirit guides are here to help you acknowledge it and to see it and to recognize it, and then to use your intuition to tap in to that higher level vibration frequency of information available to you. And then to connect to your higher self. If you see this white light going up, I see it as my higher self. It's like up here, and it's connecting. I'm connected to this most perfect version of who I am. She knows everything that's happening, it's going to be happening, knows my journey, knows the next right thing to do. And so to ask her spirit guide, what is my next step? What is it that I'm supposed to do? Or where am I being called to lead myself? What is going to help me move closer to my truth and my purpose, to begin carrying out this mission, or to continue? You've already been carrying it out, but to continue doing it with intention and recognition and acknowledgement. And then connecting. So we're connected to our higher self. We're connected to the earth. You have this central axis. And so anytime that you want to contact your spirit guides or just hang out with them, just know that you have access to this central axis that goes up and down your chakras. We've already cleared all of them. We're sealing them in with light. If you can just visualize this light coming into your crown, going down your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root. And then seeing that protection. Your spirit guides can even create this protection for you if you like, whatever comes to your mind's eye right now. So sealing in that light, keeping you a ball of light that wherever you go, you bring healing, you bring acceptance, you bring non-judgment, you bring allowance. Like, you're allowing things to just be. You're accepting people where they are and not expecting them to be any other way. That is allowing them to heal as you heal. Dropping your expectations and just allowing things to be. And so go ahead and take another deep breath in. And I want you to say goodbye to your spirit guides. Thank them for connecting with you. Let them know how you feel, that you love them, that you trust them, and that you will be back. And then take another deep breath in. And I kind of want to see us, as we've expanded really, really far, I want to just kind of come back in. And so as you take a deep breath, I want you to see this ball of light around you. And I see it as all in the room. And as I take a deep breath in, it lights up. And as I exhale, it comes back in. And then I take another deep breath in. and this ball of light lights up, and it's like 5 feet from me, and I exhale, it comes back in. And then we breathe in again, and exhale, it comes back into our body, so we're back into our body. And then thank you, thank you, thank you, and then open your eyes whenever you're ready. Let's see, I just hired, okay, sorry, this is not, hi Ariana if you're here. Okay, ladies, so it's 12:21. I'm sorry that was kind of fast, but I really want to just show you, Alexa, stop. I just wanted to kind of introduce you to a way of tapping into this higher frequency step by step, and then eventually we can just get there. Like I can get there pretty quick, but, oh, Darla, absolutely, girl. Oh my gosh, sister, we could use your help again, for sure. I would appreciate it. David so would too. But I want you guys to be able to come back to this and know that, like, you can do that. Like, you can, it just starts at your chakra. Like, you're never doing it wrong. And you have the power to say, conscious mind, you're going to sit back, because your conscious mind is the one that trips us up, or it's the everyday decisions. So what I did in the beginning, I did something a little different. I relaxed you guys twice because that was hypnosis. Okay? That was hypnosis in the beginning. Now, I think what we're going to do next week, we're going to tap into our past lives. Like I can do like a past life regression. If you guys would be interested in doing something like that, let me know, and we can schedule it right now, whenever you guys would be available, because it's powerful. So powerful. Like, and sometimes you don't get your past lives, but you get other memories, but we are tapping into the subconscious. And so it's life-changing. It really is. And so I want to introduce you guys to that, but I also just love that way of tapping into my spirit guides, and they can actually help us in each chakra, to help us with fear, to help us with the mom guilt and the shame. Like, I love it. I just love it. This is why I love the chakras, because it just helps me direct a little better. Now, the next time we do this, next Sunday, we're going to take a journey. It's going to be not through our chakras, but we're going to kind of take a journey with our higher self to kind of see we might actually do a little hypnosis of going into different rooms, right? I'm pretty sure if you guys have been to the Akashic Records, I introduced them a couple months ago. I know Kay knows about them. I think Darla does too. Sabrina, let me know. Megan, if you do, I think you kind of do, but we're going to get more into that. You could call it your soul book, your Akashic Records, whatever, but it's just the way that has resonated with me to do it. And so that's what we're going to do next week. Okay. So I love you guys. Have a great day. Darla, thanks for coming. When you're coming, we appreciate it so much. I'll see you in a little bit. And you guys have a good Sunday. Bye.